Welcome back, everyone. So, in this episode, we're going to take a look at an unsolved triple homicide out of Phoenix, Arizona. One that has been unsolved now for 9 years. The murders of Nicole Glass and Melissa Mason from Phoenix, Arizona. Like I said, this has been going on for 9 years now. The families they've tried everything that they can. They've offered a massive reward of their own money. There hasn't been any agencies that have stepped up to match. Not even Crime Stoppers has stepped in to offer a reward in 9 years. 9 long years. These families have been fighting for justice, fighting to find the person who is responsible for taking their young daughter's lives and the unborn baby of Melissa Mason, making it a triple murder. Nicole Glass and Melissa Mason were not only just best friends, roommates. When they were found strangled to death in their own Phoenix, Arizona home, not an apartment, but a home. Even with the size of reward, like I'd said, that the family had put up, very few clues have come in. And nothing that has been, a directive piece that would help solve the crime. The police have said that there are some pieces of this crime, and some clues to this crime that they don't wish to talk about. Even now, 9 years later, they're waiting for that one tip, that one piece of information that is out there. Friends and family have gathered every single year on the day of the deaths of both of these two young ladies and held a vigil. This past year, Melissa Mason's family wasn't able to attend because of health issues, but they are not giving up hope either. Rachel Glass, the mother of Nicole, reports that over the years, it hasn't gotten any easier for her without any sense of closure at all into this horrific crime. To give you a little bit of background on the horrific crime that happened to Nicole and Melissa Mason. The two of them were at home doing what they normally did at that time of night. They believe the murder took place sometime between 9 p.m. and midnight. And the two of them were asleep in their beds, just doing, what you do. You sleep. You feel like you're comfortable and you're safe in your own home. There were no signs that anybody broke into the home. No signs of forced entry. All the windows and all the doors to the home were locked. The police believe that whoever did this knew either Nicole Glass or Melissa Mason, because the deadbolt to the front and back door were locked from the inside, unless the perpetrator was able to unlock the door handle and the deadbolt and then relock them as they left. It had to be somebody that they knew with keys and accessibility to their home. End of the day, hope is all I really have left. I have to fight for Nicole, Rachel Glass' mother went on to say. According to police records, there are over 2,500 unsolved homicides and rapes and sex crimes in the Phoenix area. And they just don't have the manpower to put on every single cold case and every single unsolved case as of right now. And that is the double-edged sword, isn't it? We all want safety in our neighborhoods and communities, but no one wants to pay more property taxes to pay for law enforcement. Nobody wants to pay an additional fine or an additional fee or anything to pay for a justice tax. We just don't want to. There has to be some other way for it to get paid for. A federal grant, something. But when law enforcement looks at it, they're like, okay, they want more safety. We have two choices. We can either hire someone full-time just to look at cold case files and deal with nothing but that. Or we can put somebody out on the street to stop crime from happening before it happens. Prevention. And that's the double-edged sword, isn't it? We want a safer community, but at the same time, nobody, absolutely nobody wants to pay for it. We all say we will, but when it comes to people stepping up and paying for it, nobody wants to do it. Nobody likes paying higher taxes. According to the police rundown on this case is a triple homicide because of the unborn child for Melissa Mason. Melissa Mason was 8 weeks pregnant at the time of her death and the child's death. They're going with the theory right now, and still have been all along, that they either one or both of the women knew the murder, and the murder may have been staying in the home with them, but not as a roommate. It was only a 2-bedroom home. All the doors and windows, like I said, were locked, and extra security had been placed in with the doors, wooden dowels and such to stop doors from being able to be jimmied open, and the same with windows. They had taken every precaution that they should have to been safe in their own homes, their own home. Rumors that have been placed out there were that someone from one of the girls' families was involved, an uncle, a distant cousin, a father. Not true. All of them have been cleared. Both of the ladies' boyfriends, past boyfriends, current, have all been cleared. The landlord, the landscaper, have all been cleared. Everyone who was a male or female who had association with the women and the home and may have had keys have been cleared. When they moved into the home, the keys were actually, and locks were actually changed by Melissa Mason's parents. All of that was done. Every precaution was taken to make them safe. But in the end, someone betrayed that trust. Someone got past all of that security. And now, 9 years later, these families still seek justice. Will you help? Can you help? Can you help bring this case to a close? Here at the end, I will put up the phone number and the website address where you can leave an anonymous tip if you know anything that may help law enforcement in this case. Please do the right thing. Help these families get closure into what happened to their loved ones.